So this was pretty funny. This was cool. I'm glad that you saw this, Jim. I was happy when this showed up on the rundown because I saw it and I'm like, should I send that to you? And I thought you'd be like, it's real short or whatever. But you know what? A George sighting out in the wild is a George sighting out in the wild. And this looks to be relatively recent, I would think.
It you know what? It happened August 2023. So it's been out there for a little while, but it's oddly it's taken this little slice, this nugget of fun, a whole year to reach our desk. But Jason, you found it. You sent it out to the Jedi Council. So we all had chuckle looking at this brief encounter with a Star Wars legend.
Right.
How
you doing, Mr. Lucas?
There it is. I liked it right where it was.
Okay, here we go.
How you doing, Mr. Lucas? It's good seeing a person like you at the zoo. What's one of the best things to see at the zoo? Nothing. All right, thanks.
No. George just looks at the guy. No.
George, charming as always. Nice to see you, Mr. Lucas. Hey, you just wanted to ask him, what's your favorite thing to see at the zoo? Hey, George, no.
Yeah. This comes from us, from TikToker 20G Colin. And I looked at a lot of his videos. He's made something of a hobby out of being this ninth-rate TMZ type guerrilla interviewer, who just sabotages people out in public. George is at the zoo. What zoo? I don't know. Some undisclosed zoo, but there he is. That's the real George Lucas, no question about it.
Yeah. Yeah.
He's cruising the zoo. And listen to this guy when he approaches the George. Hi, Mr. Lucas. It's so interesting to see people like you at the zoo. And then he gets like giddy. You hear in his voice. He's going,
oh, yeah.
Yeah. George Lucas. George Lucas. He gets like that. He starts getting like that.
All right, now I want to hear it again. I want to play it again.
Yeah. It's good to see you at the zoo.
How you doing, Mr. Lucas? It's good seeing a person like you at the zoo. What's one of the best things to see at the zoo? Nothing.
No.
All right, thanks.
No.
Guys,
he's like,
he's falling right up in George's face. George walks right up there. No. That's like, it's like if George Lucas, this is his version of, you ever see football games, college, NFL, running back, he's got the ball, he's cruising down the sideline, defender comes running at him, and the running back sticks his hand up and just stiff arms the guy right to the ground.
This was the George Lucas stiff arm.
This was a George Lucas stiff arm, and it was done just so effortlessly and just with such certainty. George looked at this guy right away and said, I am not talking to this son of a,
No. Wow.
Let's hear it one more time. I got to see it one more time. Let's see the stiff arm.
It's good seeing a person like you at the zoo. What's one of the best things to see at the zoo? Nothing.
No. George even shakes his head. No.
You're right.
No. That's how he probably was at like Lucasfilm, walking the hallways. Somebody comes up, George, can you please sign off? No.
Boy.
George, some guys are in your outer office. They want to. No. George, the guys from Rebel Force Radio are here. No. Look
at this hair, though. Look at the hair on this man at his age is just, it's incredible. I mean, it hasn't receded a bit. How's it possible?
Gotten thicker. It's gotten thicker.
I think it has. I think this man has grown hair when every other man loses it.
What's his secret?
I don't know.
It says no. It's just like every time he says that, his hair gets a little thicker.
Secret is in
every denial he gives, every negative response, every time he slams the door shut in your face, every time he stiff arms another amateur reporter at the zoo. No. Does this guy think he is TMZ? But I did look at his TikTok, and I don't mean to disparage him. He seems like a really nice guy, but he has made something of a pastime out of hanging out at street curbs in front of hotels and other big time events, stalking politicians and celebrities or whatever. This one, I think he just, he just happened to be at the zoo the same time George Lucas was and jumped into his reporter mode. And yeah, that stiff arm, he's still feeling it. I think he said something like,
wait, who goes to a zoo by themselves? Like George, did George have anybody with him? I didn't see like the security. Kids. I didn't. Okay, but that's essentially like going by yourself. It's not like he asks his security guard, "Hey, you want to go to the zoo tomorrow?" Like
he does.
Maybe he does.
He appreciates their company. He appreciates their company because they don't ask him a bunch of stupid questions
about Star Wars.
Like, what do you like to see at the zoo?
Well, what else are you going to ask him when you see him at the zoo? You want to keep it relevant. You don't want to ask him about, will you ever go back to directing Star Wars?
I would have said, hey, were you checking out elephants? Remember when you dressed up an elephant as a bantha and had sand people ride it? The original Star Wars. Remember, George? Shot that out in Death Valley. Are you here scouting out some new elephants? Got a secret project in the works? No. But George, no.
Oh, wow. George
Remember
never
how
disappoints.
They make Chewbacca's growl out of seals and bears? No. No animals.
Oh, I see how you would have kept it very Star Warsy, but still in the whole zoo milieu.
I would have. I said, I was looking at an animal earlier today, George, that would have made a perfect bantha. You could just tell this elephant had the right demeanor. You could put all that crap on it, and a saddle, and some sand people running around it. They'll love it.
How you doing, Mr. Lucas?
What do you think, George?
It's good seeing a person like you at the zoo.
Oh, I was just trying to scrub to the no part. I think we might need to isolate that no.
I don't think it's very clean. There's a lot of sound in there and stuff. But I think
I like our version better.
Yeah. No. Well, come on, Mr. Lucas. No.
Yeah, he's kind of, what is he? He's all of a sudden, he's Otis from the Superman movie. Come on, Mr. Lucas.